to make it very quick. But what we'll ask you to do is everyone to stand. We're going to sing the national anthem and the United States national anthem and the Canadian national anthem. And I've said this every year. We have one of, if not the best air show announcers in the country that take care of announcing the air show. He is also an amazing singer. And that was just an extra benefit we didn't know about. So I'm going to turn it over to Rob Ryder.
Let's see if I can get this microphone thing down here. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Join with me in singing our national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alrighty, so a couple of people I want to recognize before we get going. And they've been instrumental in the air show. One person I want to mention is Gary Louie. He's with the American Air Power Museum. And in 2004, he was the guy that called me and asked me if we wanted to host the Blue Angels over Jones Beach. And of course I said, hell yeah. And I just want to give him a round of applause, acknowledging him and saying thank you. Also, Kevin Conley is the new park director at Jones Beach, the assistant director. He had to deal with the governor visiting on Thursday and touring the park and all the work associated with that, the Memorial Day weekend, and the air show. So let's give him a great round of applause. And then lastly, the person that coordinates the air show does an amazing job year after year, also liaison with Blue Angels. Let's give Amory Gusmello a great big round of applause. And now I'd like to introduce Andrew Partons. He's the executive director of this museum. Let's give him a great big round of applause.
Thank you. Just to be brief, I want to welcome you to the Cradle tonight. This is our 12th year hosting We hope you take advantage of the museum, which is open tonight for you to explore. And the plane sitting above us was flown by a Long Islander, Norm Gandia. He normally gets to come here every year, but he's recovering up in New Hampshire, so he sends his best regards. Have a great weekend, and it's a great kickoff for the summer.
All right, I'm not going to tell too many stories, but Linda Harmon has been amazing, a partner from the beginning with the air show. She's really, really the best partner we've ever had. So she's the vice president of Bethpage Air Show.
Thank you all for coming tonight. We want to just take 1 minute, and I'm not going to list them all because there's just too many to list, but they're in the programs. There's about 90 agencies that make this happen. This effort is a year-long effort. It's a huge private-public partnership. There's so many people that make this happen, and without one of them, it doesn't happen. So I just want to thank them all. And they all know who they are, but if we can give a round of applause to all the people that work behind the scenes. And then I have a couple of elected officials here. I have Assemblyman McDonough, Assemblyman Fitzpatrick, and I have Senator Croce. Thank you for joining us tonight, and all you do for the state of New York. And with that, I'd also like to just thank our military professionals that are here. Thank you for all you do to protect our country and Canada. And I want to thank all the civilian performers who come every year and do this gratis. They don't get a fee for doing this air show, and they come every single year. We can't thank them enough. And I also want to thank our air boss and our announcer, Wayne Boggs and Rob Ryder, because they just are amazing. And that said, I turn it back over to Chip.
So when the Blue Angels did contact us, it was Memorial Day weekend that they were proposing for the air show. That was the only opening they had in the schedule. And we, of course, like I said yes, but it was a challenging time because it was February when we set that up because they had cancellation in their schedule. And they did an amazing job sitting down with Bethpage Feather Credit Union Memorial Day weekend. We were like thrilled, because it was Memorial Day weekend. It's a great way to honor our fallen military, our current service men and women, and our veterans. So it worked out really well. And again, Bethpage has been amazing. So let's now give a great big round of applause to the CEO and President, Wayne Boggs.
I'd just like to thank our board and volunteers that they all just stand, please. It's a testament to welcome everybody to the 13th annual Bethpage Air Show. Bethpage is celebrating 75 years of enriching the lives of our members, employees, and the communities we serve. Bethpage was founded in 1941 by the members of the employees of Grumman, who built this plane and the little module, which is inside. And Grumman built Bethpage Federal Credit Union to ensure that their employees could help each other save for a vacation, a dream home, or get that new car. We've grown quite a bit since then, but what hasn't changed is our fulfillment to make sure that our members can fulfill their dreams. We sponsor this air show to thank our founders and pay tribute to them for all the dedication and contributions they've made to space and aerospace industry. So I want to thank you all for coming. Looks like it's going to be a great weather weekend, and enjoy the show.
And now the Regional Director for the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation, Wayne Horsley.
To be brief, first of all, just give a big hand for George Chip Gorman for all he does. and country, and in memory of those who served in the armed forces across the world. Thank you very much on behalf of Governor Como and the state legislature. Enjoy the show. We are going to break all records this year. Come down, have a good time.
All right, we have a few teams that are going to make presentations. The first one is Brighton Jet Team and Jacques Baudouin. Come on up.
Yes, hello everybody. The Brighton Jet Team is in its second season of the American Tour. It's for us good to be again here at Jones Beach. It's one of the very few places where we're going to come again the second season. And I just wanted to say that we are French, we're coming from Europe, and it's Memorial Day. We remember that a lot of young American and Canadian guys came 72 years ago to free our country. So we are here to dedicate this display, this show, to all those guys who lost their lives for our freedom. I just want to say thank you, America. And last year, it was a fantastic experience for us to discover this country, this beautiful country, and we have overflown many iconic places. One of them was the Grand Canyon, and I'm very happy to offer this frame with a picture of the team over the Grand Canyon.
Now representing the United States Army Golden Knights, Sergeant Blake Gaynor. Let's give him a great big round of applause.
Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. The team is extremely honored to be here, and I want to thank all of you for showing up. In particular, we want to thank our show sponsors. First of all, Chip Gorman from New York State Parks for putting this all on for us. We actually have a really good record. All right, and secondly, we'd like to bring up Wayne Rose. Bethpage Air Show. We look forward to seeing all of you out at the air show this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I'm not going to ask what that is about. The ladies will not. Is that with you? All righty. Representing the Canadian Snowbirds, Major Yannick Gregoire.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a great week to be a snowbird. On our way from Latrobe to New York on Tuesday, the snowbirds kind of made history. We were honored and were given permission to fly right over the nation's capital, and managed to take the 9-plane formation right down just south of Capitol Building, right over the Pentagon and over the Arlington Memorial. And how fitting is that this being Memorial Day weekend. I gotta say, leading the snowbirds and being able to do that, representing Canada and the men and women of the Canadian Armed Forces, and being allowed to display our friendship with this great nation, it was truly an honor, and it will be something I'll never forget. Obviously, coming to the Jones Beach Air Show, we're expecting some large crowds, so this is a big moment for us as well in our air show season, and we're truly honored to share the stage with some great teams. Obviously, the Blues are celebrating their 70th anniversary, so congratulations, Boss Burnett. The Blues and the Snowbirds have shared a very long friendship, and actually, I think it was on the day of their 70th anniversary. I posed the Snowbird team in the same stance that the Blues tend to stand when they stand at ease, which is a lot more rigid than we normally do, but apparently it went unnoticed. But nonetheless, we've got a great friendship, a great collaboration. We flew some of them today, and some of our guys flew with them during the practices. So again, we always look for ways to improve things, and when we share these rides, we take things to the debrief, and again, it's always about learning and producing a safe and effective show. There's obviously a lot of other great performers, and like I said, the weather does look good, and we really look forward to putting on a great show over Jones Beach with all the crowds. As was mentioned earlier, there's obviously a lot of effort that gets put on to put one of these air shows together. So the Snowbirds would like to thank all the volunteers. Again, none of this happens without you. I would also like to thank Rob Ryder. I think he did a great job on the Canadian National Anthem, the U.S. National Anthem, of course, as well, but I wanted to thank you for the great performance of the Canadian National Anthem. So the Snowbirds as well have a presentation to make. It's to the New York State Parks, and I believe, Mr. Foreman, you're going to accept on behalf of that. This picture was taken last year over the Canadian Rocky Mountains. We call this formation Concord. It's over Lake Garibaldi. And this is our 2016 litho. And on behalf of the Snowbirds, we're done this week.
Now, before the Blue come up, Linda and Wayne, there's a special presentation, one for them, one for Bethpage Federal Credit Union, because they don't like individual presentations, but we like to give them, but they want to give one to Bethpage. So we have some special presentation. It is a Blue Angel helmet with our thanks. Bethpage presents to Bethpage Federal Credit Union, celebrating 75 years of providing outstanding service to the community, Long Island community, from the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation. Now the commander of the United States Navy Blue Angel, Ryan Bernacchi. Let's give him a great round of applause.
Well, good evening. It is awesome to be here. Thank you all for having us. It is wonderful being in New York, and I'll tell you, the welcome that we've had has been nothing short of phenomenal. What a treat. We came flying in from Annapolis on Thursday and flew up Long Island, flew past New York City, and descended on in here, came in over the beach and on into Farmingdale to Republic, to the airport there, and I was looking all around. I get to look around because the rest of the guys are they can kind of have this view, they're looking at me, but I get to look around and it was so beautiful. And we're just thrilled to be here. The crowd's out at the air show, at the airport itself, not even watching the show, but waving to us through the fence. It's just been absolutely wonderful. So I just want to thank you for that. There's been some great words spoken tonight about Memorial Day, and that's what's really on my mind as we are here in New York on Memorial Day weekend. And that's something that I'd just like to share my thoughts on a little bit. It's nothing profound, but Memorial Day is obviously a time to think about the men and women that are serving, but much more importantly, those that have gone before us and those that have paid with their lives for our freedom and have made this country great. So to be able to fly in New York is really an honor, especially on Memorial Day. Most of us were, not all of us were on active duty on 9/11. Some of us were, I remember it very well, and we all remember 9/11. We all since deployed in the aftermath of 9/11. So being in New York on Memorial Day, having just left the nation's capital this week as well, is something that is profound. And for me, as a Blue Angel, and I think for all of us, you know, the thing we care the most about is representing the pride and professionalism of the Navy and Marine Corps and the sailors and Marines that are out there. That's the privilege of being a Blue Angel for us, and the honor that we get to share in for a couple of years as part of this team. And so on Memorial Day too, I'd ask you to keep in mind that there are sailors, Marines, soldiers, and airmen deployed all over the world right now to make nights like this possible. So that's something that I'm thinking about. And I mentioned the privilege of being a Blue Angel. It's something that we do for just a couple of years. We all come from the fleet, and we all go back to the fleet after this. And so it's a very unique opportunity in that sense. What's really cool about it, and something that I didn't expect, is that we get to be a part of this air show industry. I hadn't really thought about that before I became part of this. And so to share this event, this incredible air show, that you have done such a beautiful job putting together with all the other great performers, many of which are here tonight. The Golden Knights, we saw them coming in today. We've got Geico out there. The Sky Typer is just flying beautifully in those T6s, and the sound is just so amazing. We've got the Bright Wing team. Doc, thanks for the really nice words about Normandy and what a great group they are, what professionals they are. And then the Snowbirds as well, our brothers from up north. We did get to fly today, as Boss mentioned, with the Thunderbirds and in exchange, something that we try to do whenever we can, and it's just such a wonderful exchange. And it really just highlights how we're all in this together. So as we come and get to spend a few years as Blue Angels, that's one of the real treats, is to share in that. If you come out to the show this weekend, you'll see some incredible civilian performers too. Sean Tucker, and also hear the great voice of Rob Ryder over the announcement. So that will be a fantastic weekend. I'd like to also thank Bethpage Federal and the Grumman Corporation for everything they've done to make this evening possible. What an incredible night. I had a chance to talk with a lot of young people here tonight, and that's what means a lot to us. I had the chance to interact with the cadets. I had a conversation with Trent over here that brought me back to being his exact age, and he was sharing with me what it was like when the Blue Angels showed up this weekend in New York, or this week, and you stuck in the classroom and out of PE, trying to get out of school in time to get out and see us fly. And I remember being that exact kid when I was in 7th grade, and I actually wrote about it in my application for the Blue Angels. And I wrote about riding my bike out onto this overpass as soon as school was out. Me and my buddy Chip Master, we pedaled as fast as we could, and we got to this overpass just as they were finishing their flight, and this Blue Angel F-18 came right over my head, and the pilot looked down and looked right at me. With that gold visor, you know, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So then fast forward about 25 years, and I'm sitting, maybe more, 28 years, I'm sitting in the interview to become a Blue Angel with this panel of admirals and captains, and I'm describing this event, and the guy starts laughing. This old retired Blue Angel captain, and he said, that was me. And so, trying to hopefully always back to you up here. What really is special getting to interact in a setting like this beautiful museum with young people, with older people. They're all excited and want to share the experience, the joy and the passion of aviation. And that's what really tonight is about, and why all these performers are here, and why everybody's put all this work, volunteers, Bethpage, everybody bringing this work and significant resource together to share that passion and inspiration. It really does mean a lot to some people. And you might not even know that it's doing it, but down the road, we hope that this weekend might inspire some people to go do something great with their lives, whether that's in aviation or not. So thank you very much. Chip, if you would please join me up here. We have something for you on behalf of the team. This is the Blue Angels 2016 litho of the team over the Grand Tetons. Thank you for an incredible show.
Now, we do have a special presentation to the Blue Angels. It's their 70th anniversary, as we've said a few times. This is a silhouette of the Jones Beach Water Tower. We wanted to give it something special, so it was handmade by our carpenter shop at Jones Beach. And it reads, presented to the United States Navy Blue Angels in recognition of your 70th anniversary, showcasing American courage, honor, and commitment. From the 2016 Bethpage Air Show at Jones Beach State Park. So what we're going to do now is we do, as everybody has seen, have an anniversary cake, and I ask the board members of Bethpage Federal Credit Union to come on up. You have to don an apron, and we're going to ask the commander, because on one side it says, for the United States Navy Blue Angels celebrating 70 years. On the other side it says Bethpage Federal Credit Union celebrating 75 years. And you all can't come up at once and eat. They're going to take it to the kitchen, cut it up, and put it on the table in the back. At Jones Beach, everybody came up, and it was a madhouse. We did have one early today there.
So we're live at the Bethpage Air Show dinner at the Cradle of Aviation Museum, getting ready for this weekend's festivities. Be sure to like and share our content, follow us, subscribe to our events on Facebook. There are tremendous exhibits going on all summer long and some great events.
All right, let's give them a great big round of applause and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, the museum is open. Feel free to walk around and check it out. There's still food in the back. The cake will make its way back there as well. Coffee and tea. Enjoy your evening.
All right, that's all from the Cradle. We'll see you at the beach this weekend. Be sure to subscribe and share. Thanks very much.